It has been over 10 years since Grand Theft Auto V released, and over 12 since it was announced by Rockstar. Since then, they've only released one new true title, which was Red Dead Redemption 2 back in 2018. They've released a few remasters, spearheaded by other companies, as well as a VR adaptation for LA Noir. Decline in the number of products they are releasing in relation to how many games Rockstar used to produce can be seen as a decrease in company productivity and even credit. However, this is far from the truth. Games take a long time, and developers have to work long hours to get the titles to us in a playable, enjoyable way. With many studios pumping out the same copy and paste games every year, the quality of the gaming market is constantly diluted by low-effort, year-to-year game publishers. These studios take away from the good games on the market, but also affect the level of quality within the gaming market. If a studio like EA can take Madden and release it every year, with changing pretty much nothing to their base game to make the fan base happy, and still make money and be on the top of the charts, why would any other studio try and do anything different than that? Rockstar is one of the few studios that still care deeply about pushing out good content that their fan base will enjoy. Whether or not you enjoy their games personally, their success as a studio and level of quality is extremely rare in the industry, and few AAA studios match their effort. One of the only other studios that can match Rockstar games is Nintendo. This isn't a Nintendo video, but to not mention them as a studio that has a similar reputation to Rockstar games, even such a larger reputation, wouldn't paint the picture well enough for Rockstar. Nintendo has been around for a lot longer, and has had multiple IPs that are arguably at the top of their genre. They don't always make a game every year, but they are such a large company that if they do, it's likely that a different studio within Nintendo worked on it, making the process still an effective and creative one. Nintendo has been around for a long time, and their reputation is unbreakable. However, no studio comes close to the level that Nintendo has reached, right?
Never has there been an opening like this in the entertainment industry. This week, Grand Theft Auto V pulled in $1 billion in sales in 3 days.
I'm here for Grand Theft Auto 5.
Nintendo is estimated to be worth over $52 billion, while Rockstar Games, which is owned by parent company Take-Two Interactive, is worth itself around $21 billion. This is a large difference, but when you take a look at the best-selling games of all time, the difference fades away quickly. Second only Minecraft, Grand Theft Auto V sits at over 185 million copies sold, compared to Nintendo's best-selling game, which is Wii Sports, having sold 92 million copies. The difference is that of around 102 million copies. That is a colossal number, and even more so considering the fact that Wii Sports was bundled with the Wii, which is one of the best-selling game consoles of all time. Rockstar Games has a reputation unlike any other in the industry. The constant hype for the last 10 years for Grand Theft Auto 6 has been unlike anything Nintendo has ever witnessed. Just last week, Rockstar posted that they are coming up on their 25th anniversary. They also announced that next month, they are going to release a trailer for the upcoming Grand Theft Auto title. Within hours, the Instagram post gained over 1 million likes, and their social media pages and interactions skyrocketed. The Take-Two Interactive stock also experienced a large jump that morning, which is no doubt a result of that announcement. Grand Theft Auto 6 will be the most highly anticipated game we have ever witnessed, and may even be one of the most highly anticipated entertainment products we have ever witnessed. What is causing so much excitement for the next Grand Theft Auto title? been over 10 years of playing Grand Theft Auto V, a title which forever changed the gaming industry. Rockstar had set insane benchmarks before with titles like Grand Theft Auto 4, GTA San Andreas, Red Dead 1, even their older titles like GTA 3 and Vice City. They built up a reputation by constantly releasing quality games that were built for the hype. However, when Grand Theft Auto V was released, the number of things that they got right changed the industry forever and is something that will be studied for years down the line. The open world formula, whether you enjoy the Rockstar games' mission structure or not, was perfected by them. You had a city sprawling with life and greed, merging into the beaches which mocked the Los Angeles Bayside lifestyle, all the way to the dense forests of Paleto Bay, which seemed so distant from the cities you were just in. The ability to make an area like Sandy Shores seem so different from South Los Santos just by using colors, environment structure, and sound design allowed them to capture an exploration essence few games have been able to do so since then. You could start in the port, drive through the city, and see people in business suits, nice cars, and then drive to the West Highway and end up at the military base surrounded by a swamp. And it all felt so seamless and intentional. There was no pushing of any area, as all the regions in the world had purpose. And while there are definitely unused pieces in the world of the story, or the missions are rarely explored, it leaves room for the player to explore and find things that feel individual and special. Exploration and scale felt so important in Grand Theft Auto V, and it still does. It's one of the foundational elements in what made the game a smash hit success. However, this isn't the only thing that played a large role in Grand Theft Auto V's success. Understanding how games are built is not easy, and even more so when you think about the number of people working on projects and games like Grand Theft Auto V. There are a few key elements of the structure of games that play large roles in the commercial and general success of a game. Firstly, you just need smooth gameplay. People don't like lagging, stuttering, or feeling bogged down when they're playing. This doesn't just mean the visual fluidity, but also the smoothness of the movement and other gameplay functionality. Secondly, you need to have mission structure in a single-player game. And especially you need to have world structure that is engaging and doesn't feel empty. There are too many games that advertise big blockbuster scenes in their open-world games, but when you jump in and are just playing in an empty, lifeless world that doesn't make you feel anything, you feel like you lost money. Lastly, and most importantly, you need to have replayability. The worst games are the ones you play once, or maybe never even play all the way through. You need a game that you constantly want to come back to. This can be achieved in a number of ways. Rockstar Games has mastered the formula to answering all three of these issues while not sacrificing anything in the process. You know, maybe you have a really engaging world around you, but the game doesn't run well or isn't a smooth experience gameplay-wise. Maybe you have a really beautiful game that's fun to play the first time through, but maybe you just realize after playing it that you were blinded by the hype and that you have no real incentive to keep playing. There is no doubt in my mind that one of the reasons Grand Theft Auto V is such a massive hit is because of how well it excels in all three of these categories. Having a game like GTA V run smoothly on 3 generations of consoles is a tremendous achievement, more so with the fact that their incredible game was running a massive, complex open world on older machines at a stable frame rate. And, of course, multiplayer isn't what sold the general public on GTA V back in 2011. On November 2nd, 2011, Rockstar Games released the announcement trailer for GTA V, which gave us Michael narrating over a thrilling reveal trailer, with the main purpose being to excite fans for the world and the story that they have created. Rockstar Games has perfected the art of making a game that has good writing, good pacing, and fun gameplay. While Grand Theft Auto 5 may not have a 10 out of 10 story to most people, they took what they learned from GTA 5 and used that experience to produce one of, if not the best story games of all time. Red Dead Redemption 2 has some of the best writing for any entertainment piece ever created, and the effective merging of all their ideas into this one beautiful game built their reputation up even higher. However, the reason Grand Theft Auto 5's story worked so well is because it appealed to so many people. The story was simple enough for casual gamers to enjoy, but also detailed enough for the more interested fans to delve into. 3 completely different guys in 3 completely different avenues of life, all coming together to go on heists and resolve their past issues, is a formula so simple, yet done so well by Rockstar. While the driving between missions may slow the pace down, the conversations characters have whilst driving is a strong way to build up your characters in the world around you. A retired bank robber in witness protection, a smart young hustler trying to get off the streets, and a psychotic criminal leading a crime organization. These 3 complex characters create some of the most memorable story interactions in any video game, but also reimagine the heist genre in the context of gaming. These characters' faces are all over the game and have even seeped into the social landscape and have been personalities that have been ingrained into the internet for the last 10 years. So much of growing up in the age of social media has had Grand Theft Auto 5 play a major role in shaping what we consumed content-wise, how we viewed our world, and the memories we made. When Grand Theft Auto 5 first came out, I was only 10 years old. I didn't have an Xbox and still played the Wii religiously. In fact, I watched YouTube on the Wii YouTube app up until around 2015, when I got an Xbox One for my birthday. YouTube is where I discovered Vanoss Gaming, Expert Thief, and even Syndicate back in the day. While the videos took minutes to load, and the quality was rarely over 480p, I started getting into more M-rated games. Of course, my parents didn't know, and I tried to keep it a secret because violent video games and violent media weren't allowed in my house, and I feel like this is the case for a lot of households. However, watching Vanoss Gaming in 2013 when him and his friends played GTA 5 together and messed around, it made me laugh and created early memories that I will never forget. I remember going downstairs early before school, turning on the Wii, and putting on Thug Life by Expert Thief on low volume. I was encapsulated by the game, and by the amount of content that was being produced for the game. I loved every second of the content I watched. It was funny, it was engaging, and didn't really look or run like any other game on the market. It was a violent game, and it is a violent game, but maybe it was being desensitized to it, or maybe it was just the high points of the game. Fast forward to 2015, I got my Xbox One. This was a huge part of my life for me, as I'm sure a lot of people can relate to. My first game was the Lego Movie game, which is an underrated nostalgia trip in itself, but I remember not too soon after I started getting into M-rated games. Of course, my parents weren't okay with it just yet, so I went behind their backs. I don't feel great about what I did, but come on. I love Lego video games as much as the next guy, but I had been playing them for years. And when GTA 5 is in its prime and all your friends are playing it, you don't want to play the Lego Movie game. You want Grand Theft Auto 5. So I waited for my birthday the next year and got a gift card. Instantly, I used it on Grand Theft Auto 5 and I was hooked. I didn't have Xbox Live, but I didn't need it. I remember so clearly the first time I played this story and how polished it felt. I remember how exciting it felt, and in that moment, I felt grown up. Growing up with social media was very damaging to my developing brain. However, in the weirdest way, I always felt like Grand Theft Auto was a safe space. It's weird what a game can do to you, and such a violent game at that. But nostalgia manifests in many ways, And in a really hard to explain way, I am so thankful that GTA 5 played that role in my life. With the GTA 6 trailer coming up very soon, the hype is real and it's moving quick. GTA 5 will most likely experience player count surges before the release, whether it be people trying to relive nostalgic times or understand how the Rockstar game design works before playing their new title. This hype will leave players trying to find new ways to scratch that GTA 6 itch. While this may be a good thing for GTA 5 now, what will the game look like after the next Grand Theft Auto title launches? The player count will probably experience a large drop initially, but what about the long-term lifetime of GTA 5 post Grand Theft Auto 6? GTA 4 still has a ton of fan support and consistent players across all platforms. However, this feels a little different. The wait between GTA 4 and GTA 5 was only 5 years, while the wait between 5 and 6 is going to be around 11 to 12 years. The truth is, nobody knows what GTA 5 will look like upon the release of GTA 6. In all reality, it could just continue on being a very popular game, even when GTA 6 is out. But it could fade out slowly. Fast forwarding 10 years from now can give us perspective on the game and make us all appreciate it a little more now. When people look back at GTA 3, they don't see a bad game, and people still buy it and play it. But it has a different place in people's hearts. GTA 3 is what catapulted Rockstar into the gaming behemoth it is now. But what will GTA 5 be to us in 10 years? I know what it will be to me, and what it always will be. But what will everyone else think? I can only hope that 10 years from now, we can look back at GTA 5 fondly and appreciate it for what it was at the time and for what it gave us as players, but most importantly, what it gave us in terms of our younger selves. Remembering playing on the floor, creating and imagining explosive and action-packed worlds with our action figures, playing with no care in the world. Rockstar found a way to excite that younger, more simpler side of our minds. It's not even a goodbye. It's not even a see you soon. I'm going to keep playing, and I probably will forever. Even when the next game comes out, I guarantee I will still be playing GTA 5. This video is more of a tribute and thanks to the team that made Grand Theft Auto 5 as we get closer to the trailer release of GTA 6. I know there has been a lot of staff turnover since GTA 5 came out, and the same team that made that game probably isn't there, at least not to the same degree. But people need to appreciate these individuals for what they are, which is artists. To think that a large group of people came together and made this from a bunch of rocks on our planet. Thank you to Rockstar North and all the Rockstar Games studios that poured hours of their lives to bring an unforgettable experience to us. This video felt important to me because 10 years of my life, going from 10 to 20, has brought me far and I've done so much. But to know that just a little piece of what I love went through it with me means the world. It's just a game. It's just a bunch of zeros and ones, and it doesn't mean that much. It's not a person. It's not even a tangible thing. It still feels so special, but it's so hard to explain to others. I guess it's, I don't know, that thing, that magic.